If I could sit down with every person who feels stuck financially and give them only one piece of advice, it would be this. Stop focusing on making more money for a moment and start focusing on becoming the kind of person who keeps and grows money. Because that single shift can completely change your life. Most people believe financial freedom is something that happens to lucky people. People born into wealthy families. People with special connections. People who somehow got all the breaks. But that's not true. Financial freedom starts the moment you stop seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as the builder of your future. And if you stay with me until the end of this video, you'll understand why the life you've been dreaming about may be much closer than you think. Before we begin, subscribe to the channel if you're serious about building wealth, improving your mindset, and creating a life where money works for you instead of controlling you. Now let's talk about the biggest financial trap in the world. The trap isn't debt. The trap isn't inflation. The trap isn't even low income. The biggest trap is believing that your current situation is permanent. That belief destroys more dreams than any economic crisis ever could. Maybe you're struggling financially right now. Maybe your paycheck disappears before the month ends. Maybe you're working hard but still feel like you're getting nowhere. Maybe you're watching other people succeed while wondering when your turn will come. I understand that feeling. But here's something important. Your current bank account is not your final destination. It's simply a reflection of the decisions you've made up until now. And if decisions created your current reality, new decisions can create a different future. That's powerful, because it means you're not trapped. You're not stuck, and you're definitely not finished. The first thing you must understand about wealth is that income alone doesn't make people rich. If income created wealth, every highly paid employee would become financially free. But we know that's not what happens. Many people earn large salaries and still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because wealth is not built by what comes in. Wealth is built by what stays and what grows. Think about it. Two people earn the exact same amount. One spends nearly everything trying to look successful. The other saves, invests, learns valuable skills, and builds additional income streams. 5 years later, their lives look completely different. Not because they earn different incomes, but because they made different choices. And this brings us to something most people don't want to hear. Financial freedom requires discipline. Not the exciting kind. Not the kind people post about online. The quiet kind. The discipline to say no when everyone else is saying yes. The discipline to think long-term when everyone else is chasing instant gratification. The discipline to invest when spending would feel easier. The discipline to continue when results aren't visible yet. Because that's where most people quit. They want immediate rewards. They want success next week. They want wealth next month. But money doesn't usually grow that way. Financial success is often invisible in the beginning. You save a little. Nothing changes. You invest a little. Nothing changes. You learn a new skill. Nothing changes. You start a side hustle. Nothing changes. Then one day something incredible happens. All those small actions begin working together. Your savings grow. Your investments compound. Your skills become valuable. Your income increases. And suddenly people call you lucky. But they never saw the years of discipline that created the result. This is why your mindset matters so much. Because before wealth appears in your bank account, it must first appear in your thinking. Poor thinking creates poor decisions. Strong thinking creates strong decisions. And strong decisions create strong results. Instead of asking, how can I spend this? Start asking, how can I grow this? Instead of asking, what can money buy for me today? Ask, what can this money become in 5 years? Those questions alone can change your financial future. Now let's talk about escaping financial struggle. Most people think the answer is simply earning more money. And yes, increasing your income helps. But earning more without changing your habits is like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. The solution is fixing the holes first. Take control of your spending. Know where your money goes. Stop buying things solely to impress people who aren't paying your bills. Learn the difference between wants and needs. Understand that every dollar has a job. When you give your money direction, your life begins moving in the right direction too. Then comes the next step, creating additional income. This is where many lives begin to change. Because relying on a single paycheck is one of the biggest financial risks you can take. Imagine trying to sit on a chair with only one leg. That's what one income source looks like. The moment something happens to that income, everything becomes unstable. That's why successful people build multiple streams of income. Maybe it's freelancing. Maybe it's affiliate marketing. Maybe it's content creation. Maybe it's selling products online. Maybe it's learning a high income skill. The exact method isn't the most important part. The important part is creating options. Because options create freedom. And freedom creates peace of mind. Now let's talk about what separates wealthy people from everyone else. They understand the true purpose of money. Most people use money to consume. Wealthy people use money to produce. One person buys things that lose value. The other buys assets that create value. One person spends money to look rich. The other invests money to become rich. That's a huge difference. Every wealthy person eventually learns this lesson. Money is a tool. Nothing more. Nothing less. And tools are meant to be used. A hammer builds houses. Money builds opportunities. When used correctly, money can buy time, create businesses, generate income, provide security, and open doors that were previously closed. That's why investing is so important. Because investing allows your money to start working alongside you. Eventually, if you remain consistent long enough, your money begins working harder than you do. Think about that for a second. You work for money at first. Then money starts working for you. And that's the moment your financial life begins to transform. Will it happen overnight? No. Will it happen next week? Probably not. But if you stay consistent, it will happen. The biggest mistake people make is underestimating what they can accomplish in 10 years. 10 years sounds long. But 10 years will pass whether you take action or not. The question is simple. Where will you be when those 10 years arrive? Still making excuses? Still waiting for the perfect opportunity? Still hoping things magically improve? Or living a life you intentionally built one decision at a time? Because that's how financial freedom is created. Not through luck, not through shortcuts, not through wishing, through action, through discipline, through patience, through consistency, and through believing that your future can be bigger than your past. So let me leave you with this. You don't need to become a millionaire this year. You don't need to have everything figured out today. You don't need the perfect plan. You simply need to start. Start learning. Start saving. Start investing. Start building. Start improving. Start believing. Because every financially free person was once exactly where you are now. The only difference is they took the first step while others kept waiting. And years from now, you'll either look back and thank yourself for starting today, or you'll wish you had. The choice is in your hands. If you're ready to build wealth, escape financial struggle, develop a powerful money mindset, and create true financial freedom, subscribe to the channel and join us on this journey. Your future is being built by the decisions you make today. Make them count.